Goodbye.
Reach out for better times. Hold on to what you've got that's good and justified. Don't feel behind. Hold on to peace of mind. Lean on to what you've got that's good and justified.
Continued. You're dialing 208 meters on the medium wave band. This is Radio Luxembourg. Good evening, people. Welcome to this, the Baby Bob Show, from now until 10 o'clock. And come 10 o'clock, all hell's going to be let loose. I promise you that for nothing, because we're going to have everybody here in the studio tonight, and we're going to play the top 30 records from the year 1970, from 1 to 30 for you, or from 30 to 1. Anyway, you tune in and find out what it's all about. I'm sorry to see Tony go, but I must admit, in one way, I'm glad, because every night I had to come in here and say the Tony Prince Show will be continued. I thought it was never going to end. I'll tell you that for nothing. Let's open the show and start to go right now. McGinnis Flint, alive and kicking for you with a song called When I'm Dead and Gone.
Don't believe I want to leave, no, every time.
Currently number 15 on the 208 hotline from McGinnis Flint, and the year 1970 is rapidly coming to a close, good people. Here on Radio Luxembourg, we're counting down those minutes for you, and in 2 hours and 24 minutes, it'll be 1971. But in the meantime, we're filling it in for you with 1970 sounds and words to the wise before we play the next record for you.
Make it the sun for
Make it the sun for 71, or 71 for make it the sun for 71, yes, make it the sun for 71.
The Sun, Britain's brightest daily newspaper.
Hey, what do you know? Henry Gibson, the Sunflower Poet. Hey, we got music coming up for you right now, and a dedication that goes along with it from Robert Dixon over at Dungannon. Hi, Robert. Thank you for the card. You say a record, please, for Tony Prince, wishing him all the best of luck in the USA, and for all at 77 Sunset Strip over at Catalan Road. It's for a whole lot of people. There's a whole list of them here, and I'm not going to read them out because there are so many, but I will say that there's Philip and Arnold and Allison and Dennis and Leslie and, many, many more. But we're going to play music for you right now. Here it is.
The Lord above made the world for us, but the devil made Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, that's the title of the song for you. Tony Christie sings it.
Oh, Las Vegas, you be the death of me. City of sin, what a mess I'm in. Look what you've done to me. That was a year ago. What can I do? You got me hooked on you, and I can never go. Hey, Las Vegas, can nothing save us from you? Night after night, watching the wheel go round.
Hey, Las Vegas, there we go. That's the title of the song. Down for you there by a gentleman whose name is Tony Christie, new to the scene recently in 1970, and he's going to be a big name in 1971. One to reckon with, right? Was a power play just a week or two ago, and now it's hit-bound. It's going to be a number one in 71 for Ashton, Gardner, and Dyke. It's called the Resurrection Shuffle.
Step on the gas, put your head
in the air. Make a peace sign and you throw back your hair. Think about nothing, now you're nice and high. Never getting love, but you don't know why. Now you get the vibration all down to your feet. Now beating heavy, let the resurrection beat. Put your hand in your head. Now you let your backbone slip. The truth you was in the air. It's time to just do it. I still got a little bit soul. You don't have to think, you don't have to move much. Brow beating heavy, let the resurrection shuffle. All right. Here we go again. You're doing it. All right. You think about nothing, now you're nice and high. Advocating love, but you don't know why. You get vibrations all down to your feet. That's the brow beating heavy, let the resurrection beat. There we go. Put your hand in your head. You gotta let your backbone slip. Put it up your tongue, put your hand in the air. Make a beat sad, I just don't care. Now you feel free and you got to lose control. Now still you got to soul. And you don't have to lose muscle.
Wind it up one more time.
Resurrection shuffle.
That's what it's called, Resurrection Shuffle. Ashton, Goddard, and Dyke. Yes, indeed. Wild and swinging sounds for you on the Baby Bob Show. A little rock and roll for you. And talking about rock and roll, you know, it originally came along in the late or mid-1950s, I should say. The early to mid-1950s, not the late 1950s. Get straight there, Stewart. And one of the characters that made fame around about that period was a boy by the name of Elvis Presley. He came from Memphis, Tennessee, after driving a truck and started playing that guitar and singing songs and had a lot of hit records. One of them was a song called Heartbreak Hotel. And it was a million-selling record for Elvis way back in 56. In 1970, Frigid Pink got their hands on it, rearranged it, and turned it out just like this. Listen now, 1970 style to Frigid Pink's Heartbreak Hotel.
My baby left me. I found a new place to dwell. Down at the end of Golden Street. Heartbreak Hotel. Baby. The dark, so lonely. I'm lonely, I can't
Heartbreak Hotel, done 1970 style for you by Frigid Pink, originally a hit for Elvis in 56, and we get a card from John Barry Fraser. And let's see, John Barry doesn't say where he comes from, but he goes on to say here, wishing all friends in Gillingham, Newcastle upon Tyne, especially Bill, Fergie, Chris, Colin, Shadows, Dee, or Die, Steve and Penny and Rosemary, a happy and peaceful new year. And could it be that you're all located over in Newcastle on Tyne? I don't know. But on the other hand, maybe you're all tuning in on. And what the heck, if you're listening to us, that's all that counts, right? We got music coming for you in a moment. One more card, this time from Mary O'Sullivan over at Cathasvian. And Mary says, a record, please, for my brother Alan, who lives in Ballina County, Mayo. I'll say that again. Ballina County, Mayo, which is in Ireland, of course, right? And it says, I'd like to wish him and his wife, Synod, a very, very happy new year. All righty. Well, I tell you what, we got a good one lined up for you, and it's going to be a number one at 71. It's Tom Jones. 208, Power Play. That's right, the sound of power on Radio Luxembourg, carrying you through from the year 1970 through to 71. Tom Jones every hour with She's a Lady.
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind that likes to dance and take the beat. But she always wants her place. She's got style, she's got taste. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. But she's never in the way. Always something nice to say. What a blessing. I could leave her on her own, knowing she's okay alone, and there's no messing. She's a lady. Oh, she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. Though she never asks very much, and I don't refuse her. Always treat her with respect. I never would abuse her. What she's got is hard to find, and I don't want to lose her. Help me build a mountain from a little pile of clay. But she knows what I'm about. She can take what I dish out, and that's not easy. But she knows me through and through, and she knows just what to do and how to please me. She's a lady. Oh, 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 she's a lady. Talking about the little lady.
Power playing for you this week, every hour on Radio Luxembourg, the sound of Tom Jones for you with a brand new song entitled She's a Lady. And that reminds me to tell you that Kid Jensen comes along at 1 o'clock this morning with Jensen's Dimensions and underground music and heavy music and all sorts of kind of music for you. Right up until 3 o'clock and close down. In fact, he's going to be the first show on Radio Luxembourg in 1971, so I guess that's something in the way of a feather in his cap.
Just dropping in here, Bob. Kid's going to be interviewing Wishbone Ash on the program tonight. That's going to be something nice to look forward to.
Definitely. There we go. Wishbone Ash on the program, and they've got a great new album out, right, fellas? It's called Wishbone Ash. It's in the shops now. And I would like you to make it a hit record, and you know I always ask you in a nice way, and especially seeing as the fellas are in the studio. Now, don't make me look a complete fool. Go out and buy the record, will you there, gang? When I ask you so nice. Don't argue. Go and buy the record, all right? There we go. It's called Wishbone Ash, and it's an LP, and it's in your shops now. And if you can't find it, tell the record manager, the shop manager, to start, looking through the thing there.
Long ago in Bethlehem,
Rolf Harris.
the Holy Bible says,
Mary's Boy Child.
Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now hear the angels sing, a new King born today. A man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Trumpets sound and angels sing. Listen what they say. Man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Now Joseph and his wife Mary came to Bethlehem that night. There was no place to bear her child. There was no room inside. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a new king born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Trumpets sound and angels sing, listen what they say, that man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
All the way from Australia for you with a Christmas song that's been a hit for many, many years now, entitled Mary's Boy Child. It was originally a hit record in the early 1960s for Harry Belafonte, who had a smash with the thing.
You remember that, Bob?
Rolf is doing it. I remember that, yes. And Rolf is doing it in 1970 and making it a hit all over again. Well, there we go. And what else we got going for us? We got all sorts of things happening for you on the Baby Bob Show. More music, let me tell you.
Calling all Walt Disney fans, here's your chance to win a Super Disneyland Storyteller LP of the new Disney full-length feature cartoon, The Aristocats. The Aristocats, your kind of entertainment at South London Odeons from January 3rd. In The Aristocats, you'll meet a swinging cat named Scat Cat. And here's where you can win that Storyteller LP. Simply say what instrument you think Scat Cat is playing now. Got it? Good. Write it down on a postcard, add your own name and address, and send it to Aristocat Competition, Radio Luxembourg, London W1. The first 5 correct entries each day get LPs. The next 5 get Aristocat soundtrack singles.
Shanghai, Hong Kong, Egg Foo Young.
Egg Foo Young. That's another reminder that Kid Jensen will be along come 1 o'clock this morning, people, with Dimensions and, of course, talking to Wishbone. You're in the studio right now, fellas. Why don't you say hello? Shout hello there.
Hi. Hello.
There we go. Millions of them. Thousands, hundreds of them. Beautiful. Right. Murmurs of discontent from Jensen in the corner, who's mumbling to himself as usual. Where's the music? There it is. That's what we're waiting for. These are the Carpenters, and with an album entitled Close to You, one track, I'll Never Fall in Love Again.
What do you get when you fall in love? A guy with a 10 to burst your bubble. That's what you get for all your trouble. Never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. What do you get when you kiss a guy? You get enough germs to catch pneumonia. As you do, he'll never fall in love. He'll never fall in love again. Again. Don't tell me what it's all about, 'cause I've been there and I'm glad I'm out. Out of those chains that bind you, that is why I'm here around you. What do you get when you fall in love? You get enough tears to fill an ocean. That's what you get for your devotion. Again. I'll never fall in love again. Tell me what it's all about. 'Cause I've been there and I'm glad I'm out. Out of those chains that bind you. That is why I'm here to remind you.
That's the Carpenters doing it for you, a boy and girl duo who come from North America somewhere along the way, and they've got a song called I'll Never Fall in Love Again, which was a hit for Bobby Gentry a little while back. It comes from the album Close to You, and it's a hit record for you, gang. We'll let you know that. 5 minutes away from the top of the hour and the beginning of the top 30 records of the year 1970 on Radio Luxembourg for you. The staff, the recruits, are assembled here in the studio. There's Paul Burnett on my right, Dave Christian in the middle, and Kid Jensen, of course, on the left. Members of Discontent. New Year's is up and coming, gang. What we got? Let's see. 2 hours and 4.5 minutes time. 1971 will be with you, all right? Here's Marana Hari, and a song I guess we'll dedicate to Tony Prince along the way. A former hit pick of his, and as he's just completed the last show, it's called I'd Like to Go to America.
I'd like to go to America. I've never been to America. I hear some news about it. I see so much without it. I'd like to go to America. To know you, America. Like to explore you, America. I go to picture once a week. I learn the dialogue, the way they speak. Where the gun is being wear loud here. City in the sun, get brown here. I'd like to go to America. I'd like to know you, America. Like to explore you, America.
To Go to America, a song for you from Marana Hari, and right now the last record on the Baby Bob Show as such for this evening, and it's a track from the album What, which features a group called 10 Years After, although they in fact are here today, not 10 years ago or whatever it is. But anyway, we got one track for you called She Lies in the Morning, and right after this we'll be going into the top 30 records of 1970 for you. 10 Years After, She Lies in the Morning.
Red sky is morning.
Laughter from the album What? When you buy that album, incidentally, we'll let you know you get a giant color poster to stick on the wall there, gang. Oh, groovy. It's an album entitled What, and one track for you entitled She Lies in the Morning. And the time on Radio Luxembourg is now just a few seconds after the hour of 10 o'clock. And we let you know that it's now time to go into the top 30 records for the year 1970. Indeed, on Radio Luxembourg right now, the disc jockeys are assembled. Paul Manette, Dave Christian, and Tony Prince. And we also have Wishbone in the studio, and we're about to let loose wherever we have returned from the year 1970. Right? It looks like the voting's happening for it. Between now and 12 midnight, or between now and next year, whichever cockeyed way you want it, we're going to play hits for you from the year 1970. Sorry, did I say? Oh, well, there we go. I mean, that's the way it is.
Anyway,
yes,
Bob, I just want to say it's wonderful to be on your program. And, see, you've got some great records from 1970 lined up there, eh? Look at that, eh? Look, Yellow River. Oh,
Christy.
Something.
The only British group to establish themselves in a really successful way in the year 1970.
You've been reading again. You've been reading.
I have, yes.
Miguel Rios.
Miguel Rios,
Si,
yes.
senor. Listen, let's get underway with the first record, Bob. What is it?
Okay, it's the Beatles, and it's called Let It Be.
Run on.
When I find myself in trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she's standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, oh, will be an answer, let it be. But though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer. Let it be. 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 Yeah, there will be an answer. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Night is cloudy. There is still a light to shine on me. Shine until tomorrow. Let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of
The Beatles. Collectively, the Beatles and Let It Be.
My goodness, how that takes me back.
That takes me back to the 50s.
15th of March, 1970, when that record was number one in the Radio Luxembourg Sound Survey that comes your way every Sunday night at 10:30, I might just tell you. Anyway, there you go. And, of course, 1970 was the year that the Beatles went and sort of ended their association, which is rather sad. And, of course, we're ending up right now the year with the idea that, the rumour anyway, that they're going to get back together again in 1971, which is, I think, something we'd all like to see.
I think, in actual fact, that's about the third rumor that they're going to get back together, is it not?
Oh, yes, and all those other radio stations coming back. There's another rumour. But anyway.
Oh, really?
But anyway, we'll go on to the next record, shall we, Bob?
Yes, hold for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Put the finger on me, you did there.
Yes, we're so right, baby, so right.
Hey, why don't we say Happy New Year to some radio station?
It's not Happy New Year yet. Should we say Happy New Year to the BBC?
No, wait until midnight. We'll do it then.
Wait till midnight. BBC, I'm sorry, but there we go. I mean, I know that you raised something along the way, but until midnight, we cannot deal with your request yet. I just wanted to say that. Right, more music up and coming, and the 7th of June comes first, doesn't it? And the 7th of June, a number one hit record for a gentleman that was very, very talented, came from the States, and started out making what was classified as sick records, such as Patches and Laurie, and a lot of other goodies like that, really juicy things. Ray Stevens is the man's name, and he had a number one hit record on the 7th of June with a song called Everything is Beautiful.
The starry summer night or a snow-covered winter's day, and everybody's beautiful in their own way. Under God's heaven, the world's gonna find a way. There is none so blind as he who will not see. We must not close our minds. We must let our thoughts be free. For every hour that passes by, you know the world gets a little bit older. It's time to realize that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Everything is beautiful in its own way, like the starry summer night, snow-covered winter's day. Sing it, children.
Everything is Beautiful. That's Ray Stevens with the number one hit in the 7th of June in the year 1970.
That's the most pathetic record of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you agree, Bob?
No, I think it's a beautiful.
Everything is beautiful. He hasn't seen your face yet, baby.
Oh, well. It's, atmosphere. Quiet. Thank you. Now, the thing is, I can see it's definitely going to be one of those nights. Is it not?
It's going to be one of those nights.
That's what I feared. Hey, listen, the young ones make the scene in the first fabulous 208 of 1971. An Osmond Brothers cover and Donnie Inside in king size. Railway Child, Jenny Agutter, and the details of the Jackson 5. Leonard Whiting for your January calendar. 2 Richards in king size, that's Chamberlain and Beckinsale. Your regal ruler's handed in his crown, and Luxembourg is not the same. We're happy to say. So, there we go. And where am I? Someone's been posing as Georgie Best. Could it be Tony Prince? Dave D talks about models. And vote for your favorite stars. Tony Prince, Kid Jensen, Paul Burnett, Dave Christie, and myself, Bob Stewart. Don't forget the names. In the New Year's Honors List in Fab 208. Tune into Fab's official program Guide to the Luxembourg Dimension and turn onto the wonderful sound of pop with Fabulous 208.
We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest, the merriest.
1971 is just 1 hour and 49 and a half minutes away, good people. We're going through the top 30 records here on Radio Luxembourg, the top 30 records for the year 1970. And Tony Prince is itching to say something. What is it, Anthony?
I just heard you telling everyone about Fab there, and that it's the New Year's honours list.
Yes.
Is that why you bought 200 copies this week? Atmosphere.
Well, I think around about here that we should get back to the business. What do you say to that?
Why not? Back to the coven, folks. Back to the coven.
Right. This is The Witch, done for you by the Rattles from Germany. A wild old sound that was a hit record this year, just coming to a close. A number one sound for them called The Witch. The Witch and the Rattles, Dave?
Yes, but it's 2 or 3 years old, first recorded in Hamburg. And I believe that was one of the original versions because the new Rattles are out now. Don't sound so good as the original ones, unfortunately. Sorry there, Rattles, if you're listening. But there you are. That's just one of those things. Bob Stewart, are you going to say some words all about that song?
Just one thing I'm going to say is that the Rattles originally came on strong when the Beatles first started out, way back when. And they're sort of the equivalent of Germany's Beatles, if you know.
Way back in the Star Club Hamburg.
Right. Well, listen, gang. Don't forget, the words to the current hit songs can be found every month in Words, the record songbook. And free with the January issue, a color pick of Steve McQueen. Words at your local news agent or bookstall now.
It's uptight, the swinging way.
Yeah, whatever happened to that one? Who fed that jingle or something?
I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, it's been at it again, have they?
Bobby Bloom.
definitely got to be one of the biggest records in discotheques of 1970. That's Bobby Bloom there on a song called Montego Bay. If you just joined us, this is yours truly, Dave Christian, with Bob Stewart, Tony Prince, Paul Burnett, Kid Jensen on the party program for Radio Luxembourg, taking you up to New Year, 1971. Or 70, is it? And it's about, 16 and a half past the hour of 10 o'clock. Thank you very much for Asides by Tony Prince.
Those in doubt, it is most definitely 1971 that we're going up to, not sort of backwards to 1970. Are we all agreed?
We're agreed.
All agreed?
State of things at the moment.
Oh, we've got doubts here again.
Hey, make it the sun for 71.
Oh, make it the sun for 71.
Oh, make it the sun for 71.
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 The Sun, Britain's brightest daily newspaper.
Yes, indeed, he got to be the sun for 71. 208 Times says it's 17 after the hour of 10 o'clock.
Hey, Bob, I was downstairs getting the Coca-Colas for us all while you were talking about the Beatles at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
And you forgot to mention, I think, do you remember, like, in 1970, when the Beatles first broke up and the news came out? In fact, it was an exclusive for the Daily Mirror, for the Don Short exclusive, and told everyone about Paul leaving and all that. Well, like the night before the Daily Mirror did it in paper, Paul Burnett and I were in the studio, and Don Short phoned us up and told us, and we put an hour programme out on there. So we beat Daily Mirror to it, and just thought I'd let you know that Radio Luxembourg's ahead of everyone else, and we told the world that the Beatles had broke up. Do you remember that, Paul?
I do as well. I was here on night.
Time.
I think we ought to say a very happy New Year to all the staff at the Daily Mirror who
That's
did
a good
great
voice.
job of giving us our news.
The Daily Mirror, yes. Yes.
And Brian Northeast.
Yes, they give it to us regularly.
Happy New Year.
1971 or thereabouts.
Happy New Year to the Daily Mirror.
Sorry about that. It's Peter, isn't it? That's over there that sort of sends the messages to us.
Peter Fowlett.
Tell you what, gang, we got another record that's coming up now that was a #1 hit in 1970 for a Spanish boy, 26 years old. Do you remember about that one, Tony?
Yes, actually, this boy, Miguel Rios, he won an award from the German service of Radio Luxembourg, which is a very high award to win in Germany. It's the Golden Lion or something.
Lion, that's
Golden Lion, which means he's had the #1 sound in Germany for more minutes than anybody else, like, you know.
Right, well, there
This
we
is the
go.
song that did it. This is the one.
Let's listen to the music. It's based on Beethoven's Ninth. One of the movements there. Old Ludwig got groovy in
She was in the
1970.
10th, baby. She was someone else.
And it's Miguel Rios with Song of Joy.
Seriously, Bob, Paul got a great gag there about that Golden Lion. Go on, Paul, tell him. Tell him.
Well, the reason why Miguel Rios never made another record because that Golden Lion that he got from the German service, it got hungry and it ate him up. And
that's the reason, is it? And what reason are you going to give for not telling any more jokes tonight?
That's my New Year's resolution.
Meanwhile, back with Bob Stewart.
All righty, you're dialing 208. This is the big noise in Europe, Lucky Luxembourg, and we're running through the top 30 records in the year 1970, and one of the biggest, introducing a group in 1970 from Detroit, Michigan for you, it's the Jackson 5.
Actually, they originate from Oldham, you know.
Yes, indeed. 1970 was the year that introduced us to the ABC group, the Jackson 5, and there we are with one of the hit records that was a hit on the 22nd of February in this year. It's entitled I Want You Back. And I think around about this stage, kids, you like to come in here because there's... The reason being that we had a Canadian outfit that had some big hits along the way. Kids, tell them all about it. There we go.
Sit down, kid, sit down.
That's Eskimo.
Actually, kid wishing Happy New Year to John Peel.
It's an incredible wish. Actually, 1970 was a good year for Canadian artists in Britain, and there was the Poppy Family, there was Neil Young, there was Jody Mitchell, there was...
Amanda Slag.
Who? Yeah, and of course the Carpenters on the A&M label. Now, you were telling me you thought they were from Michigan.
Yes, I got that impression somewhere along the way.
But somehow I read in Billboard magazine that they were from Canada, and they had a big record.
Canada was in Michigan.
1970. Wait a minute, no more insults against that. 1970 was the big year that Kid Jensen came back to Radio Luxembourg. You'll all remember that.
Yeah.
And anyway, they had
its
a
good
record.
points, though. It had its good points.
We had a record called They Long to Be Close to You from the Carpenters on the A&M label.
Must point out they're from Oldham, though, kid.
Wait a minute.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, golden starlight in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, golden starlight in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Carpenters, a Canadian group that had a #1 record for you with a song entitled They Long to Be Close to You. And, kid, just briefly, to take us up to pop news, is another of your favorites here, the Moody Blues.
Right, the Moody Blues. It was another good year for the Moody Blues in 1970. They went down to the Storm and 2 festivals, particularly the Isle of Wight, where they played at dusk. They made good albums. And they got a very, very big name in America in 1970, and things were looking up for them. They formed their own record label, which was called Threshold, and they've got 2 groups on that label. And this track called Question was a track from their album, which was called A Question of Balance. And this is a track called Question. Happy New Year.
The Moody Blues had a #1 hit with it on the 17th of May in the year 1970, and here they are with that record.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door with 1,000 million questions about hate and death and war? When we stop and look around us, there is something that we need in a world of persecution that is burning It's not the way that you say it when you do those things to me. It's more the way that you mean it when you tell me what will be. And when you stop and think about it, you won't believe it's true that all the love you've been giving has all been meant for you. I'm looking for someone to change my life.
Well, that's the Moody Blues and the #23 song in this 0830 for 1970. The song's entitled Question, and it was the #1 right about the 17th of May, right? And the time on 208 is just after 10:30, and you're on the party program going through until midnight and the year 1971. Time for 208 Pop News. Hey, where the top people get the energy to keep them in the news? They get it from milk, full of nourishment to help keep them on foot. Pick up a pint of Stay in Tune.
Pick up a pint of Stay on Top.
Whilst in Europe, Ike and Tina Turner will only play 2 British concerts. They're at the Hammersmith Odeon on February the 13th and at the Colston Hall in Bristol on the 14th. After performing in Britain, Ike and Tina fly to France, Germany and Holland. Rumours that Southern Comfort without Ian Matthews may split now seem to be over. The group have signed a 6-figure deal with the Harvest record label and were again in the studios this week recording tracks for their first album without Matthews, set for release in March. A follow-up single to Woodstock is expected in late January or early February. All set for tour in Britain in the early part of 71 are Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Judy Collins, Humble Pie, Supremes, Melanie, Stevie Wonder, Jackson 5, and rumours are also growing once again that Elvis Presley will tour Britain, yippee, during the coming year, okie dokie. And some other names touring Britain in the new year are Martha Reeves and the Vandellas and Eric Burden and War. A host of star names are releasing singles during the first 2 weeks of 71, included in the lineup of singles of Smokey Robinson, The Miracles, Johnny Cash, Rufus Thomas, The Upsetters, Johnny Nash, Mama Cass, Lulu,
Tony Prince.
Yeah, wonderful. Mama Cass, my favorite group. David Bowie, Clarence Carter, Edison Lighthouse, Fifth Dimension,
He's going to be big next year, mate.
Right. Tom Jones, Julie Felix, Petula Clark, Dave Clark 5, Supremes, Pioneers, and Nana Muscuri. Pop News was compiled by Record Mirror or whatever. After all that hot news, let's cool it right down with a long, white, refreshing pinter. Pick up a pinter. Stay on top. top song in the Eurovision Song Contest this year. Mary Hopkin on the Apple label and Knock Knock. Who's there? Alison. Alison who? Alison to Radio Luxembourg. Good people had a #1 sound on, the 5th of April in the year 1970 with a song entitled Knock Knock Who's There, and as Dave said, she was the winner or the runner-up. The runner-up in the Eurovision Song Contest in the year 1970. Well, there we go. Happy to say that in the studio with us at the moment, good people, we have got two members of the group Wishbone Ash, and we've got Ted Turner and Steve Upton. Want to say a happy new year there, Ted?
Yeah, happy new year, everyone. Hope it's good for you.
Hey, you too, baby.
It's going to be good for me.
And Steve?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, yeah.
Hi, gang.
It's a big day, you know. We're going to change the date. Really? Have you got anybody at home that you want to say, you know, happy new year?
Yeah, well, our bass player, you know, he's at home now and he's listening. And
what's his
hi
name?
there, Mark.
Mart.
Just
sorry,
keep drinking the Bacardi, that's what I got to say. And don't forget the antifreeze.
Oh, boy, there we go. Well, that's...
Can I just ask them, Bob, where did they get a name like Wishbone Ash from? That's a funny name, eh?
That's interesting. That's good, really.
Can we ask you that?
I was walking down Oxford Street one day, and I just...
That's advertising.
Yeah, no plugging streets, man. This is a commercial radio station.
Oh, sorry. I was walking down the street, and there it was on the pavement. Wishbone Ash. So we thought, great name for a group.
What, you mean it was written on the pavement?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Traffic wardens.
Oh, well.
Yellow paint.
In the meantime, people, buy the album. It may give some hint to what this guy is talking about. It's called Wishbone Ash, right?
What is it?
The album is called Wishbone Ash.
So is the group. And
I know that.
show tonight at Dimensions between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock.
That's right. The boys will still be here between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock.
Jensen's Digestions.
Right, that's definitely it.
And maybe they'll have a record in the top 30, which comes your way every Sunday night at 10:30. There's a privilege for radio.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, Bob. On the 2nd of August, Shirley Bassey made #1 with a Beatle composition called Something.
Attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way he woos me. I don't want to leave him now. You know I believe in her. Somewhere in his smile he knows I don't need no something in the way he moves. And all I have to do is think of him. Something in the things he shows me. I don't want to leave him now. You know I believe now. You're asking me where I'll go. I don't know. You stick around now it may show. I don't something in the way he moves.
There you have it, good people. Shirley Bassey, the lovely Shirley Bassey, and a hit record for the girl that's entitled Something. And some of the things that happened to Shirley during the year 1970, she gave the first British performance in years at the Royal Festival Hall, and also she returned to the charts with that particular song entitled Something. It was a hit record for her on the 2nd of August in this year, 1970. We got much more music coming your way, but before we do anything else, I want to ask you about joining the 208 People Club, because if you don't know about this, it's a groovy thing to join, see? And we want you to be in there. We want you facing the place together with everybody else. But it's you that we're talking to tonight. So, first thing in the morning, send off your postal order. It's just 15 tiny shillings for an entire year's membership. Make it payable to Radio Luxembourg and send it to Tina, 208 People, Radio Luxembourg, London, W1Y8BA. All righty? Some of the just little interesting facts of things that happened throughout the year. Sort of current time, 250,000 copies of Grandad were sold over Christmas, which sort of points out that the year 1970 was reverting back to the old times with old songs and old-time singers. I mean, not that Clive Dunn is old, but the tempo and the style of the song is a little on the old side, right?
You liked it, Bob.
Clive Dunn, it's 49.
Paul Burnett went up on it, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I loved it.
It is a fact that during the year 1970, most of the singers that we had were over the age of 30 years old, which, you know, sort of proves the thing. The teenage groups, as they are, didn't get quite as much of a showing as they have in past years.
I'll tell you one thing, though, Bob. 1970 was the year that Tamla Motown came back with a bang. Really did.
That is for sure.
Which leads into our very next record.
What a clever link. This is the Four Tops, and a beautiful #1 for you that was originally done by Tommy Edwards in the late 1950s.
Sure.
Which just, again, proves that the thing is coming back into style. It's all in the game.
But it's all in the game. All in the wonderful game that the news You have words with him, and your futures looking dim. But these things, your heart can rise above. When you know why he won't go.
Well, surely one of the most groovy rearrangements of a song that was already a hit record in the late 1950s for Tommy Edwards.
Cliff Richard took it there as well, you know, Bob.
He didn't. He put it on an LP.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh.
Go away. You are dismissed. The Four Tops and It's All in the Game was a hit record and the number one for him at that. And at this stage of the game, I was going to say something else which was of vital importance, but I've forgotten what it was. But anyway.
Did he make a single of it, Cliff Richard? It's all in the... I'm sure he made a single, because I was singing with a band in Bristol, you know, and you know, this band, we used to cover the top 10. Every week we used to play the top 10, and I remember singing that song. Many a tear has to fall. I remember the words. Remember the words, so he must have made it as a single, Bob.
It's possible also that you remember Tommy Edwards or somebody even way before that.
Does he live on Edge?
You don't want to give away your age there or anything like that. This one was a Tony Prince hit pick.
Down in where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola.
And it made number one on the 19th of July. The Kinks and Lola.
She walked up to me and she asked me to dance.